Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tuesday Night Life Impact series with the doctors. So glad you guys could join us. And tonight we have a really brief conversation that we want to have with you all. So please share, let everyone know that the doctor's on the air, and hopefully you can reach some of your people and get them on. They're going to want to hear this session tonight, right, Prophetess?
Yes, that's right. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you taking out some time in your busy day to check in and come in on the conversation we're going to have with you all tonight. I'm excited about it, and I hope you're excited about being on tonight so you can hear something inspiring that'll help you keep on moving forward in life.
That's right. All right, the numbers are growing. Let's go ahead and get started. All right.
So tonight in our Life Impact series, we're going to be talking about optimized living. Optimized living.
All right. That sounds really big and powerful, don't it? Optimized living. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that's about and just kind of share with you guys our thoughts about you being able to live your life at its highest level. Just some little tips how to accomplish that.
Yeah, and to live the best life you can live. Optimize
Absolutely.
means the best of. So we want you to live the best life you can live. And a lot of times that takes hearing the right kind of words and being around the right kind of information and using your imagination to see the right types of things. And so we think this is relevant all the time.
That's right.
For everyone.
That's right. You know, and the thing about it is that no matter how well we live, we can always learn tips and tricks and strategies and methods to just do it a little bit better. You know, and all that simply does is it equates in your life as, you know, more peace, more joy, more satisfaction. And who doesn't want more of that, right?
That's right.
And so that's really what this is all about.
All right. So the first statement we want to make is the way to optimize your life is to intentionally create balance.
Right.
We think balance is very important. So if you're going to optimize your life, you want to make sure your life is balanced. So if you look at your life as a four slice pie, rest, play, work, and growth. I'll say that again. 4 slices of pie, rest, play, work, and growth.
Yes, those are the 4. If you divide your life up into those 4 slices, that's a great way to look at life when you want to think about how do I create balance, right? So you got to have a way to kind of look at the whole picture at one time. So we're talking about 4 slices: grow, rest, play, and work. And we do all of those things.
That's right. So everybody does these things. And if you're not playing, you should be playing.
That's right.
If you're not resting, you should be resting. And you should be growing, and you should be working on something, working your job, your career, or working on a plan or a strategy. Your life should be made up of all these different things. And when your life is made up of all these different things, it creates a balanced, optimized life.
That's right.
So the key is to really learn to value all of these things equally: rest, play, work, and growth, to value them equally.
Now, see, that's the key word is learn. Learn, because I'm telling you, man, it's not just automatic that we kind of view all of the areas of our lives equally. You know, sometimes it's a heavy work, sometimes it's heavy play, sometimes it's heavy to one side or another. But to learn how to value all of these equally is, we think, the key to a balanced life, which is also an optimized life.
Yes. So if you sit down to read a book or watch a video lesson of some kind,
so let's say you want to look at a lesson, you want to learn how to knit, you want to learn how to swim, whatever, you're doing some educational, or you're reading a book, right?
You can never look at this, or don't look at this, like a waste of time.
It's not a waste of time.
No, it's not.
You're not necessarily goofing off, wasting time. You spending time on you is just as important as working, trying to make money, just as important as any other thing that you want to do with your time. You developing yourself, you got to start looking at that equally with all the other areas of your life.
Yeah, right? Because it's so important for you to invest time in yourself, because the content that you have on the inside, and we talk about the content, that's your perspectives, your mentality, your beliefs, your convictions,
your knowledge, what you know and what you don't know. Yes. All of those things is your content.
This is the content on the inside of you. And so it's good to know when I'm reading a book, or if I want to learn how to swim, or if I want to learn how to knit or sew, or whatever it is, I am putting new input in, which means I'm expanding my content, which means your person is expanding, you're growing.
That's right.
That's how we grow. We put in new content, and then we assimilate that content into our lives, and that's how we create balance when it comes to growth. And
that's
everybody
right.
should be growing. I believe that you personally should be growing till you leave the planet.
That's right. So think about it. If you haven't been doing this, you want to add this slice of pie to your life. Start spending some time in all 4 areas and balance it out.
Yes.
Balance it out. Okay, what's next, bro?
Okay, we say rather you should look at these growth activities as an essential part of an optimized life.
It's an essential part. See, think about it. So if you got the other 3 slices of the pie just cranking, but you're not growing as a person, right? Let's say you're spending your time grinding at the mill, you're making money, but you're not growing as a person. Then that's not a balanced life.
Right.
You won't be able to live an optimized life because there'll be something missing on the growth side.
Right.
So we want you to look at this as this is essential. It's essential that I'm always in some kind of process growing in some kind of way, and resting and playing and working. All of those things should be equal.
That's right. So not resting enough is a big one for a lot of people. So not resting enough will eventually cost you.
Listen to this statement. It'll eventually cost you.
And so we're resting too much.
At both ends of the spectrum.
Right.
If you're always tired, always sleep, always resting, that'll eventually end up costing you as well. So you see how balance is essential to you having an optimized life where you're really getting to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish in your life.
So what we noticed is most people gravitate.
Thank you for the comments.
Thanks for the comments. Most people gravitate towards one of these 2 areas and somewhat neglect the other. We're talking about the resting.
No, just like one or 2. Like somebody might say, I rest a lot and I work a lot, but they don't play or grow.
Right.
Most people gravitate towards one. Sometimes you'll find the rare person that kind of heavily gravitate towards 2 of the areas, but we're talking about now bringing them all into balance, all into balance.
And then what I was saying, sometimes people, they don't get enough rest. They work, and they wear themselves down. And then after they wear themselves down, now they're so tired, they don't understand that they need to rest so that they can grow too. Because a lot of times when you're a workaholic, you need to rest. Rest is growth for a workaholic.
That's right.
Somebody just works too much.
That's right. And so we want to say this too, especially you have to really be engaged in life. So let's say you go through a traumatic ordeal or experience. Let's say somebody might have dealt with a sickness, or a loved one dealing with a sickness or something like that. In those times when it's kind of a little heavy and it's really concentrated effort to just be well, after you come out of that thing, man, you need to schedule some time to play. Yes, you do. You need to schedule some time to play. Yes, because you need to balance that back out. You don't want life to just be all heavy stuff all the time. Right. That's the reason why if you got friends and people that's always on your phone, if it's always heavy, this is wrong, this is wrong, you need to tell them, hey, listen, if we can't play sometime, I'm gonna have to hang up on you because I gotta have balance in my conversation with my friends. I'm serious, man. Don't let people be heavy on you all the time. You get off the phone with them feeling worse than you did when you got on there. And so you gotta balance that. That's good, because a lot of times people don't play. They don't play in an equal amount or in a balanced way, as opposed to the working, the growth, or the resting. So you want to make sure you play. This should be times of enjoyment. Schedule it. Things you like to do that's fun to you, whatever that may be. You need to schedule that in, just like you have a schedule to go to work, just like you have a schedule to go to bed, just like you have scheduled to gain new information, put new content in. You need to schedule the time to play. That's right. And also, let me say this to you. One of the ways you can test yourself to see if you have a problem with balance, right, is let's say you go to play. Thank you for the comments. Keep them coming. Yeah, let's say you go to play and you're thinking about work. Let's say you go to rest, you're thinking about work. You might be struggling with the balance. When you get ready to go play, you need to be able to shut it off. Shut off all the work, cut it down, and don't think about it. And go play, have fun, enjoy yourself, so you really get rejuvenated. So that's how you can test and check yourself to see. I know with me, it's the rest thing. I like, man, I'm up all the time.
Yes,
and
you are.
I sleep 4 hours a night, and I got to work on that because that ain't balanced.
Yes, that's right.
Because even when I'm going laying down to go to sleep, my mind thinking
still
about
working.
something. So I'm telling you, man, this balance thing is big, and we all have to do it.
Yes, we
all have to work on it.
Yes,
all of us.
We have a question. The question says, when in a marriage, how can one spouse help the other balance in these areas?
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Yeah, and because the Bible says, how can two walk together except they agree? So Prophetess and I, we operate on a system of agreement.
Yes, we do.
Because we understand if I'm going that way and she's going that way, we don't agree. We won't be able to walk together, and eventually you grow apart. So you have to sit down and have conversations. You have to kind of put together a structure that you both agree on and say, hey, listen, we got to spend time together. We got to be balanced together. So we're going to have some time we play together. We're going to have some time we grow together.
Yes.
We're going to have some time we work together and just make it happen.
Yes.
But you got to get an agreement system in your marriage. So both parties agree, and then you just do it. You just implement it and do it.
Yeah.
That's one strategy.
We schedule time like our playtime on our date day. When we get together on date day, it is fun all day long. Whenever our dates start, sometimes it starts late in the afternoon. Sometimes it starts in the morning. Whenever date day starts, we know that is FUN day all day long.
Yes.
We set out to enjoy ourselves on purpose on date day to make sure that we have that balance, because we work, we grow, we rest, but we need to have our play and our enjoyment. Also,
matter of fact, if you wanna test how serious we are about date day and shedding it off, just call us on the phone on date day. You will not get an answer. We're not allowed to answer the phone.
No.
See, so we take this serious. And what we're teaching you, we do this.
Yeah, and a lot of times when we're in growth mode about different things, I've been doing some research on some particular subjects, and so when I'm reading these books and I'm going through some things, I'll share with Dr. Andre what I've learned and what I've come across, and we'll sit down, read the chapter together, talk about it, have conversations. And when he's going through information and learning different things and studying and researching particular subjects, he sits down, explains it to me, and so we're growing at the same time.
Yes.
We're receiving the same types of information. So we stay balanced in our relationship where we don't outgrow one another.
Right.
And so we can inspire each other as we're going along in a balanced life.
Right. So listen, we hope that we answered your question. And it's all about agreement in marriage. Everything is about agreement. So if you haven't heard our teaching on agreement, man, we have one of the most powerful marital classes that we teach. But the foundation of it is agreement. Nothing can happen outside of agreement. So we teach couples, get an agreement covenant with each other.
Yes.
Where you decide, hey, we're going to agree on everything. Whatever we don't agree about, we'll sit it on the table until we figure out a way to agree.
Yes.
And so just agree on everything. That's how you do it.
So we want to encourage you that now is the time to correct this life skill of optimizing your life, having a balance every area so that you can live an optimized life. So balance your life. It makes your life count.
That's right. Hey, thank you all for joining us. Yes. We so appreciate you spending this time with us.
Yes, we do.
Prophetess and I, we just love, man, sharing our wisdom, knowledge, things that we've learned over the years. We love sharing this stuff with you all. We know it's a lot of things you can be doing with your time, but we appreciate you all being on here with us tonight. Now, make sure you join us tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we will be breaking bread, opening the Word of God, sharing some revelation. Man, we're in a powerful series right now.
Yes, we are.
About memory. Man, if you haven't heard this, you got to jump on.
It's amazing.
Tomorrow night, you won't regret it.
Yes.
So join us tomorrow. We love you guys. We want to see you prosper
and go with grace.